Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Tony Izzo, the CEO of Matanuska Electric Association. I'd like to share with you some great accomplishments your electric co-op achieved last year, despite all of the challenges. I'm proud of our team's ability to stay focused on our health and safety while providing you with seamless power through a global pandemic. But before I go into some highlights of 2020, I'd like to introduce our MEA Board of Directors President, Bob Doyle.
Thanks, Tony. I'm Bob Doyle. 2020 was certainly a memorable year for all of us. And I'm pleased we remain focused on mission-critical priorities that are important to our members, including progress on our strategic plan, stable and even reduced rates, and collaboration with other utilities to create opportunities for improved cost and reliability of electrical power. Tony and I look forward to sharing with you in this presentation our future priorities and plans for MEA.
Early last year, an intense virus inevitably made its way to our state and our community. Despite so many unknowns and constant changes, we took many steps at MEA to ensure the health and safety of our employees so we could continue to provide reliable power to our members without a major disruption in service. We also worked to keep our members safe by implementing health and safety standards in our offices and lobbies and increasing sanitization and cleanings of our public spaces.
In the fall of 2020, we partnered with the local governments, including the cities of Wasilla and Palmer, the Mat-Su Borough, and the municipality of Anchorage, to receive more than $362,000 in CARES Act funding for our members. The MEA Board thanks these agencies who provided great assistance to our members. That funding not only helped individual members during a time of great need, but also assisted the entire membership by preventing higher rates due to unpaid debts.
In 2020, we continued to move projects forward that would keep pace with our energy demands of our quickly growing service territory. This included updating the Herning substation near downtown Wasilla to support the significant growth we've seen in the core downtown Wasilla area. This project is expected to be completed this summer. In addition, we converted some smaller single-phase power lines to larger three-phase lines in areas that needed more power. We also launched a study to tackle additional infrastructure needs for one of the fastest growing areas in our service territory, just north of Palmer and Wasilla core areas. We are working with members in the study area to determine route options for a transmission line and sites for two substations between Fishhook and Pittman. We hope to have our routing and siting study completed this fall. There is information on our website if you are interested in learning more.
The Mat-Su area continues to be one of the fastest growing regions in the state of Alaska. Over the past few years, we've been adding, on average, 1,100 new services every year. MEA's engineering and operations departments work closely with builders and members to help them complete their power construction projects more quickly and with fewer frustrations. We will continue to improve our efficiency so that members can easily access and receive power throughout our service area.
Adjusting our member service operations while not compromising our quality of member service was a major priority in 2020 as we navigated doing business in a different way under COVID safety guidelines. We were pleased to see that our members rated our overall level of member service higher than ever last year in our 2020 annual membership survey. We added extra phone support to our member service and frequently updated our website and social media with information for members on how they could utilize contactless options to manage their accounts. We continue to investigate new ways to meet your needs. If you have ideas on how we could serve you better, please let us know.
Over the years, we have learned that consistent vegetation management and clearing of easements greatly improves power reliability for our members. In addition to clearing activities in the communities of Willow, Caswell Lakes, Wasilla, Chugiak, Peters Creek, Sutton, and Glacier View, our crews also worked to clear more than 7,500 danger trees in 2020. Part of these danger trees came from the highly infested spruce bark beetle kill area near Willow Fishhook. Crews continue to respond to danger tree reports from members year-round, and members can now file a danger tree report directly on our website.
Last fall, the sale of MLMP to Chugach Electric was finalized, and that purchase provided some great benefits to MEA members. First, we increased our share of cheaper hydro resources from Eklutna Hydro. In addition, we received some assets that will reduce the cost of delivering power to our members. We have already started to see the benefits of the MLMP sale in our rates, specifically with reductions to our cost of power adjustment rate that includes the cost of fuel and purchase power. We will continue to work on some of the other items of the sale, including the formation of a required contractual relationship with Chugach Electric to share our generation resources for the benefits of all members.
In addition to the increased access to Eklutna Hydro, MEA worked with the other interconnected utilities to expand the Bradley Lake Hydro project by diverting Battle Creek into the reservoir to increase the amount of water that can be used. This project will increase the opportunity for our members to access more affordable, stable, and renewable energy. MEA also worked with independent power producers to add other forms of renewable power to our grid. This year, it includes additional solar power in Willow, as well as a runoff river hydro project in Eagle River that will produce power without a dam.
Through our leadership of the Bradley Project Management Committee, MEA also tackled a critical project to make sure the cost-effective, renewable hydropower from Bradley Lake can be delivered to our members more efficiently. We worked closely with the Alaska Energy Authority and other utilities to secure a critical section of the transmission line that brings the power from the Kenai Peninsula to each of you and beyond. This was the section of line that was impacted by the Swan Lake fire in 2019, costing ratepayers along the interconnected grid over $10 million as we had to replace cheap hydro with more expensive thermal generation until the line was repaired. Alaska Energy Authority now owns that section of line and can ensure it will always be available to serve Alaskans.
Another critical achievement this year was making big strides in how we work together with the other utilities along the interconnected system we call the Railbelt. In collaboration with those utilities along with other stakeholders like the state of Alaska, the independent power producers, consumer advocacy groups, and others, MEA worked hard in Juneau to pass Senate Bill 123, which mandated the development of an electric reliability organization. This organization will manage and enforce system reliability, as well as conduct joint planning of new transmission and generation resources. We spent the past year starting to form one of these organizations with a group of other utilities and stakeholders, and we plan to apply to the Regulatory Commission of Alaska.
Another goal MEA staff has been working toward is improving our communication with members. We know our membership has diverse needs when it comes to communication. Last year, we started our website redesign project to improve how members navigate and interact with our site, especially for members looking to conduct quick transactions on their mobile device. We launched our new website with improved access and features in February of this year. We also know from our membership survey that email is the top choice for our members when it comes to getting information about their electric co-op. This year we began sending monthly member email updates, and we'll be sending out the Print Power Lines newsletter on a quarterly basis to help reduce our use of paper and associated costs. We hope to offer members additional communication options, including text notifications for power outages and bill payment reminders in the near future. We frequently look at how our rates compare to other electric utilities along the Railbelt. As of April 1st of this year, MEA still offers the lowest base rate, also called the energy charge, at 12.4 cents per kilowatt hour. It's important to note that when the sale of MLMP to Chugach was completed last fall, the rates were maintained for those MLMP customers now referred to as the Chugach North District. They continue to benefit from one of the cheapest gas sources in the state and currently have the cheapest overall power at just over 17 cents per kilowatt hour. MEA's current overall charge is roughly 19 cents per kilowatt hour, about a half-cent less compared to the same quarter last year, and cheaper than many other state averages in other northern or islanded systems. As the cost of what it takes to deliver power to your home or business increases, keeping rates stable with some additional decreases has been a great accomplishment of our board and staff.
As a member-owned co-op, it's important for our members to easily understand how we generate revenue to cover the costs cost to produce and provide power. We've broken down the source of revenue for each dollar earned in 2020. As you can see, roughly 63 cents came from residential electric sales, 36 cents came from commercial sales, and over 1 cent came from lighting and other sales. Looking at how $1 was spent, 35 cents covered the cost of fuel and purchase power, which is also our co-op's largest expense. It's also worth noting that this cost is down nearly a cent from the previous year, thanks to the renegotiation of our gas contract with Cook Inlet's only major supplier, Hillcorp. Depreciation costs roughly 15 cents and nearly 13 cents for interest on long-term debt. Almost 11 cents covers the cost to maintain and operate our electrical lines. 8 cents covers the cost to produce power. Roughly 8 cents also provides our margins. Only 7.5 cents was spent on employee and administrative costs, and nearly 3 cents covered all other expenses at the co-op.
We'd like to take a moment to share the 2020 balance sheet, including our assets, equities, and liabilities, revenue, and patronage capital. If you want a closer look, all of this information is on our annual report. If you want to do a deeper dive, any member can request financials of the organization at any time.
One program we continue to be proud of year after year is MEA's Operation Roundup program, which allows members to round up their bills to the nearest dollar to support local community organizations. Operation Roundup is now celebrating 10 years of giving in our service area. To provide us with an update of the program is Angela Hobby, board member with the MEA Charitable Foundation.
Hello, my name is Angela Hobby, and I have the privilege of speaking to you today on behalf of the MEA Charitable Foundation Board. Just as a picture taken of our breathtaking Alaskan scenery never seems to do justice to the image in real time, my attempt at summing up just how impactful your Roundup dollars have been over the years won't even begin to paint the picture of the lasting change you've made across our community. Because of MEA's Operation Roundup program, you were able to pour back into our community over $200,000 across 26 different local organizations just in this past year. And as we all know, 2020 was a year in which our community needed you most. Organizations like our Valley's Seniors, Recreation, Local Agricultural, Family Services, Food Pantries, and many other community resource organizations. And all of this was in the matter of just 1 year. Since Operation Roundup's beginning in 2011, MEA customers have given back an all-time grand total of more than $1.5 million. It's because of generous hearts like yours that together our fingerprints will be seen for years to come. On behalf of the MEA Charitable Foundation, we thank you.
Thanks, Angela, and thank you again for all of our members who participate in the Operation Roundup program. Your support has made a huge difference for so many of our members.
Education is very important to our membership, so in addition to charitable foundation giving and our sponsorship donations, each year our Scholarship Foundation provides 3 major scholarships to students and learners in our service territory. Here are this year's 2021 scholarship winners. Congratulations, and we wish you success in your future education endeavors. Last year, the board continued to work on the co-op's 5 to 10-year strategic plan and laying the groundwork to continue to provide reliable and affordable power for our members for the next 80 years and beyond. We also set our priorities for this year that I would like to share with you. Our 2021 priorities include maintaining strong health and safety standards for employees and members, engaging with members in a more meaningful way, implementing a carbon reduction strategy while maintaining high reliability and reasonable rates.
We are also working with utilities and others to implement strategies that will reduce costs, share resources, integrate innovation, and plan for the future. We will continue to stabilize rates and investigate rate structures that provide member choice. And we will prioritize vegetation management and system upgrades to maintain our focus on reliable and affordable power. Some of these strategic priorities will need discussion and direction from our members. We plan to hold listening sessions, focus groups, and other ways to make sure our members are heard on how you would like your electrical co-op to evolve in the coming years. Be sure to check your member emails and online for how you can be involved with the planning and direction of your co-op.
We will continue to update our members on the progress of our strategic goals and initiatives. We invite you to share any feedback or ideas on how we can improve our services and options for members. This concludes our CEO and board presentation. We will now go back to the live annual meeting.